Donkey Kong stocks are rising, and even though I still don't think the character is good, a couple of months ago I said this on a Panda video.
I think this character's ass. Like, I think he's bottom 10. Like, he's bad. But his advantage state is so good. It's actually really good. His moves and advantage are incredible. Like, legitimately, Mars, I feel like if you committed to this character, you could get like top 16 at like a major.
Yeah, probably.
And recently, two Donkey Kongs have been getting a lot better results. ChunkyKong did really well at SmashCon and Let's Make Moves Miami, sorry about my voice, and Hikaru just had a crazy run at UFA in France this weekend. I was going to make a video about ChunkyKong, but his set against Cola doesn't have great quality because it was off stream, but I do want to go over that set and then, that game 5 against Cola, and then 2 sets that Hikaru had because he just played absolutely incredibly. Both of these players are ridiculous. DK's going up, which is very weird. So first up, I want to go over the ChunkyKong game 5. He also did beat Quandale Dingle-Lingleton, but I've done a lot of Steve sets on this channel. I'd rather not, so I'm just going to really quickly go over this. Just crazy combo, and again, this is kind of why I didn't go over this set, is the quality is a little bit sus. But basically, I mean, ChunkyKong just went 0 to 87 immediately, is able to keep Cola in disadvantage, and it's just scary, right? Like, DK is a scary character if you aren't just going to perfectly advantage him or edgeguard him the whole time. And if you're not an edgeguarding character like Roy isn't, that's going to be a little bit of a struggle, and we'll get into that a little bit more as the sets go on. Granted, both of these players' recoveries are amazing. I have played ChunkyKong online. His recoveries make it at least even sometimes difficult for a character like Pika to get edge guards, and Pika is a crazy edge guarder. They're maximizing how many times they get back into neutral, and their advantage states have just been absolutely fantastic. And I'm pretty sure that punch covered everything. I could totally be wrong. Maybe rolling in would have been good, but also rolling in is like the obvious option, so it's kind of a cover every option or cover roll in. And again, just immediately up 3 stocks to 1 against Cola. Clearly one of the best players in the world, and especially one of the top players in the United States. And like, he just doesn't care. He's just neutraling. That almost comboed. That would have been crazy. I didn't even know that was a combo. A counter, finally getting Cola some space. And yeah, there was the whole set, again, on YouTube, but it was all this quality, and I guess it was a little bit better, you know, some of the other games because it wasn't as hype, but it was just hard to go over the set for like a tournament review because the quality is a little sus. But again, a 3 stock, like, clean from ChunkyKong. I think he got like 13th at Let's Make Moves Miami. So again, shout outs to him. I wanted to make a video, but I didn't want to have this quality just be super like a main part of the video, because I just like going over like specific placings. So good stuff to ChunkyKong, but this video is mostly going to be about Hikaru's run. So first off, in order to make top 8, he had to play the European #1. Well, it's the #1 and the #2 in Europe, being Gluto and Bloom Forever. He ended up getting 3rd. So this is his winner's quarterfinal set versus Gluto. I'm pretty sure Hikaru also got top 2 in Squad Strike. Okay, so Hikaru stops Roy, so I'm actually gonna not watch this game because I started watching the set at game like 3, I think. So I didn't know this. But basically, all we gotta know is that Gluto wins. Gluto wins against the Roy. Does he go DK after this? Yeah, he goes DK game 2. But hey, before we get into the game 2, I just want to let y'all know I'm getting close to 200,000 subscribers, and I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. Please just subscribe, turn on notification, ring the bell. Getting close. I'm gonna start a podcast, probably a Smash podcast, to 200,000 subscribers. ESAM elaborates. But yeah, I would appreciate it. Thanks. Interesting stage pick. Going town as DK is a little odd. Fabsy's commentary, Fabs and Ramses, is so good. One of the most interesting things about this matchup, I feel like, is Gluto in general will get a lot off of like drifting away and through opponents at the very end of a landing with Wario's crazy air mobility and neutral air dodge. Sometimes, I mean, he honestly doesn't even fast fall air dodge that much. But DK's up tilt being both sides kind of prevents that as long as he gets the timing right, because he can kind of just hit both sides regardless. Or do like a quick turnaround, and we saw this here. So the advantage of Donkey Kong is actually going to be better, I feel like, than a lot of other characters in this matchup, which is odd to say. Oh, you're dead? Yeah, I can't get grabbed on top line. I mean, that's the DKO, which I think is what the DKs call it now, and not the ding dong. But yeah, I mean, the kill differential in this set overall can be insane. And again, you need the specific platforms as, oh my god. Oh, dude, he uses these uppies aggressively like so often. It's actually ridiculous. No, the platform, that sucks. But yeah, the uppies that Hikaru got as an aggressive edgeguard attempt were fantastic. It's so hard to mess with Wario uppy as well. Oh, Jesus. That killed on town? I mean, DK's like really strong, so it makes sense, but like, damn. And also, Hikaru is a man of the crowd, so you definitely will see him taunt and kind of be jovial. I mean, he's done that since even his breakout performance at Civil War. As much as people say like, oh, Gluto plays DK, I'm pretty sure Hikaru also, especially pre-nerf Wario, played Wario to like at a pretty high level. So he also knows Wario. Uh-oh, the fair? Because again, like, the negative thing about DK, or the main negative thing, is he's edge guardable, and also his disadvantage isn't great. But if you're a stubby character like Wario, you have to be kind of perfect when it comes to all of these. Also, I think that was supposed to be a bite. But yeah, if you're not playing advantage perfectly, or you don't have a sword or something easy to keep DK up there, you're gonna struggle. So Gluto goes back to town, presumably because he's like, well, I just won't get grabbed on the, you know, side plat of Transformation 1 again. Because that was obviously the lead, the early lead, and then it kind of snowballed from there. But he is camping on the platforms, Hikaru is. Like, he's playing such a solid advantage, Hikaru is, to just like he's not really overcommitting positional advantage, which again, I feel like is something that Wario can force a lot of people to do just because of his crazy air mobility, and Hikaru is just like totally fine. It's like, oh, you're gonna corner yourself because technically you might not get hit in disadvantage here. Cool, and then he uses his up tilt to kind of control the space. Like, he's totally fine with Gluto being in the corner. Because then that's like back air, his grabs are better, so... Also, that's the weirdest interaction in the game because DK is the only character that can jump with bike in his hand. Because he cargoes it. Oh, nice jump hit from Gluto. Oh, God. Like, these little fast falls that Hikaru does, like, consistently, like, I feel like he's so tricky when it comes to getting an edge guard. Because, like, that, like, is pretty close to hitting. Just really good recoveries overall. Like, he's perfectly... Honestly, like, a lot of the Wario players will be like, oh, man, if you just, like, keep... like your distance from Wario, it's really hard to get in, and Hikaru's keeping that space, for the most part, really well. Oh, that was really good by Gluto. Oh, the up air, beautiful trade for Hikaru, and gets to the... Oh, he's still kind of a disadvantage. Yeah, he never actually landed. Oh, no double jump for Gluto, it doesn't matter. Up tilt's not exactly plus enough on hit. And by plus enough on hit, I mean it's not plus at all on hit at low percents. Yeah, Hikaru does roll the center a lot, because again, DK's so heavy, he would much rather get hit in the center of the stage and get sent further away and maybe have to recover a little scarily than it is to just die immediately, right? So he's doing that risk reward. It's something that Proto does a lot as well. I mean, he got back here, so it didn't matter, but ooh. And now he's being a little bit more aggressive because Gluto was waiting for, Gluto was waiting a long time to air dodge or like swing, and then he just reacts perfectly to like that jump. That's one of the hard things about, you know, playing Gluto is his disadvantage is so good. Waft? Oh no, missed. And like, look at that recovery. Just like beating out the back air from Wario. Doesn't matter though, sometimes you just get aggressive and it works. So again, hey, Gluto up 2-1, do you think that would be it? No. Hikaru brings it back. Wonderful stage choice in Hollow Bastion. Again, platform being in the center, it's always going to make the, you know, cargo throw combo super lethal. Beautiful parry. I feel like parries are one of the things that are just kind of getting more and more popular, which is, in my opinion, awesome. Yeah, dash attack back air, no bike. But the reversal. Yeah, the spike here is going to be annoying, and then he has to get back aired. Yeah, but DK can kind of, you know, stall his recovery just a little bit, so something like that is going to be a little bit more difficult, especially considering it's not like Wario has a true spike, and that stage spike is going to be the stock. 44. And again, DK just does so much damage, dude. It's crazy. Oh, F tilt. F tilt is so absurd for Wario, dude. But again, probably like 70 is going to be DKO percent. So like, if that grab landed, I'm pretty sure Gluto is just dead. Oh, I like the air dodge in, even though it didn't work. And yeah, not going to kill is the half waft. So now Gluto just doesn't have full waft for the third stock. Oh, such a big move. Oh. Yeah, the air dodges by Gluto are so good. And DK's aerials do enough damage that like almost all of them can ping with the bike toss, which is not something that's very common. But it's very important in this matchup. Not getting the sweet spot, so he lives another day. Gluto's swinging. Is he dead at 104? Oh, interesting. That actually kind of sucks for Gluto. Again, Gluto, I'm pretty sure has like, it's well documented like tendinitis, so he's not going to be able to mash out of the DK grabs as well. So going to be able to get some early kills with cargo throw is Hikaru. Granted, it's still even, but that kind of sucks. Yeah, these down Bs have not been working very much, but it's still like a good option. It's just Gluto happens to be like ready all the time. And again, I think Half Waft is online again. Oh, beautiful parry. Let's get this advantage. 35 to 63 already. Has Gluto... Oh, I was going to say has Gluto in disadvantage, but no longer. Oh, the full hops look good with each other. Ballsy dash attack. Uh-oh, no double jump. Oh, he knew it, but the air dodge barely got there. Missed the turnaround. Oh, great reversal by Gluto. And yeah, that's finally the side B working, but he's not going to get a confirm off of it. There it is. Yeah. Like, that was a solid grab. Again, like, I don't think even with good mashing, you're gonna die there. Like anyone's gonna die there. That's not a tendinitis thing, so. Now we have game 5, 2 cargo throws. He didn't even get, like, the cargo throw, like, the up throw up air. Cargo up throw up air, the ding dong. So that's kind of crazy. Back to town. I wonder if DK can jump from the center plat to the side plat in this transformation. Oh, God. Ugh. Jesus Christ. Jesus. That up air is ridiculous. It's a good move. It's a really good move. Oh, he tried to actually linger the up air to hit the ledge jump. That was crazy by Hikaru. Uh-oh. And again, just beautiful recovery by Hikaru. No bike on Gluto, so he could have stayed in F tilted. He was just trying to threaten. But the maximum range fly swatter up tilt is the first stock. Like, what a bait. That was so good by Hikaru. Oh! 104 on DK so early. It's kind of funny, like, I feel like DK has always done relatively well against the characters that, like, need to get in as long as they don't have, like, a projectile. Which is very funny. Like, characters that he just has more range than, like, that are also stubby. But he also, you know, historically has done well versus, like, Marth and stuff like that as well. And he had a really good matchup with Marth and Brawl. Oh, the trade was so important for Hikaru there. He was absolutely dead. F-tilt missing. This stock has been all Gluto. But finally gets back to the floor. The up tilt linger hitbox, so good. Jesus Christ, Gluto is in control. There's the down air. He wins this game? I don't remember. I remember the losers finals more than this, I guess. Oh, he read that. 71, he's not dead, right? Yeah, the high ceiling of town. That's why it's an interesting pick. I mean, I'm assuming small battlefield and PS2 were banned. Oh, yeah, if you get the grab in the corner, that's super gonna kill. Uh-oh, back air? Yeah, not plus enough on hit. Gluto messing up the combo. I think that was actually stock. Maybe not stock, but like... He messed up the fast fall of the up air, so that should have been another nair, I'm pretty sure. Up tilt gonna cover everything. Oh, see, like, the switch of back air and forward air, like, this type of situation of, like, DK just has more range, and even if it trades here, that's really good for DK. That was supposed to be stock. That was the sour spot. Or the up hit, I guess. Because I think he could have done double jump. But, like... Yeah, not going to be the strong hit. It's still so much damage. I mean, what, like 25 damage? Yeah. Uh-oh, 58. That's scary. That's not going to stock. Oh, he's dead. And again, that's the... Okay, that match was actually really important by Gluto. Super, super strong. But he was ready for the footstool, which is kind of weird. I've never seen that. Oh, nice back air. And then, of course, I remember how it ends. The F-tilt 2-frame, because that is a beautiful 2-framing move. I know ChunkyKong also does this a lot. Like, bop. Wonderful timing. And the small side blast zones of town are going to aid Hikaru in that instance. And he got into top 8 winners, where he fought Bloom Forever. The, of course, number 2 player in Europe, in my opinion. Number 1, I feel like, in Europe, like intra-Europe, because he has a winning record on most, if not every other person. I mean, I don't know his record versus Iski. But Bloom Forever, Bayonetta, Hikaru, Donkey Kong, the whole set. It's a wonderful set. Very interesting, right? Because you have a high damage output character like Bayo, who struggles to kill, and then you have DK, a very heavy character, that doesn't really have crazy combos but has pretty good disadvantage state, but like a character that's supposed to get like bullied by Bayo, like 88% already, you know what I'm saying? But the kill differential in this, matchup is ridiculous. Oh, the fair just missed. That was weird. Again, wonderful wonderful advantage state for Bloom. Beautiful side B2. Like, this matchup is definitely, like, one of these... The reason DK is bad, right, is... Because, again, I still think DK is not a good character. It's like, if you are doing things correctly and playing, like, the advantage state the way you're, like, quote-unquote supposed to, and not even, like, a unrealistic supposed to, but just, like, an actually supposed to, you get a lot of stuff. Like, you get a ton of damage, you get ledge trapping. Like, DK's not good at getting off the ledge. And you get all these things, but the minute you start dropping that, he's a tournament character of like, oh god, what if I get hit? What if I die? And you see this literally here, which is why I paused it, because I forgot this moment happened. So Cargo up throw does 15 first off. And then, a lot of Bayos will just mash air dodge because Bat's within and they don't want to get frame perfect comboed, and most people don't know the combo kill confirmed percents. So you have that happen, and then Bloom mashes air dodge, and then he gets, Cargo up throw it again, and that's the kill percent. Definitely not 40 with no rage, more like 55. But again, suddenly it's even, right? Even though we saw like a completely dominant like 45, 50 seconds by Bloom, and then you have this where Hikaru immediately dies after. So, crazy explosive matchup. Very, very fun to watch. I love it. Yeah, kind of getting the unlucky single hit. That was actually bad there for Bloom. I think it would have been stock otherwise. But regardless, I mean, look at the lead. Oh, wonderful advantage. Again, the Nair on the tech chase is actually so good. It covers a lot of options. 61, yeah, that's going to be a Bats within. And again, I feel like if you're unfamiliar with like the combo percents, you should be a little bit aware of like what's happening in terms of, oh, at 61 when he had rage, I got out. Which ends up coming into play later. Beautiful up air and disadvantage, by the way. You might as well. If you're going to get hit, you're going to die, so you might as well try to swing your kill move. Cargo up throw Nair. That's going to be the safe dash attack, because again, one thing I want to mention is the frame data of dash attack. This move is ridiculous, right? It's a really, really, really good. But the thing is, it says it's minus 14 on shield, but that's because it's always the first hit. If you get the final hit, it has 9 frames of shield stun on frame 24, which means it's 33, which means it's only like 33 total frames in terms of like the shield stun relative to the animation. So it's minus 1. Perfectly, this move is minus 1. It's probably like minus 2 or 3 here, but if you get the very lingering dash attack, it's safe, like 100% safe. And so Bloom tries to punish and just absolutely does not get it. 33? Sorry, 36. And again, 60, probably not going to get DKO'd, but and Hikaru knows it, which is why he doesn't even go for the confirm. Edge guarding, no. Double jump. And the hold up B is going to be the stock. Yeah. So again, the edge guarding of Bayo is going to be absolutely crucial to this matchup. You need to hit them. And if you don't, then DK is going to get back into neutral. Bayo's neutral is a little sus. So, yeah, I mean, Hikaru will definitely be able to get a lot of neutral wins. It's just that, Bayonetta is going to hit harder on average. Like, look at that damage from Bayo. But again, a lot of this damage doesn't really matter, is the thing. Beautiful SDI and DI by Hikaru to get out of the combo there. Yes, us Smash 4 players know how to SDI these combos. And sometimes it doesn't matter. You still take a ton of damage. Because again, against Bayo, it's not so much like I want to not take damage. It's more like I don't want to die. So we kind of just do the DI that won't kill us, even if we take, 50. Because that's just how Bayo works. She's going to hit you for 50. 60 with no rage. This is definitely DKO percent though, so... 71's probably not. Does he air dodge? Oh, that just worked. Wow, okay. I mean, fast fallers do have a larger range, so again, I don't know the range of that character. I just know Pika's is pretty small, so I'm not worried about it. That's hilarious. Oh my god, I have to move myself. Hold on. So Hikaru actually, he's a crowd pleaser, right? So he gets the DKO, and then he puts a peace sign to like a plus sign to the camera. It's like, let's go. He is absolutely a crowd pleaser, and I love that. Oh, goodbye. Ooh, the SDI in from Hikaru to get back towards center, because again, he's fine taking damage. He's DK, he's gonna take damage. He knows this, but he doesn't want to be off stage because that's the actually vulnerable position of the character. One thing I was kind of surprised didn't happen, as a little spoiler, I don't think Bloom went for Witch Time off stage a single time, which I feel like is odd, because I feel like Witch Time is a really easy way to edgeguard DK, even if it is a little bit committal. 52 rage, not gonna get the kill. I'm a little surprised, actually. Nice reversal. Oh, the wall jump, I don't think that was intentional. Yeah, safe. Ooh, but the forward tilt not going to get the hit. There's a Witch Time, but Not like an offstage switch time. Up tilt. Again, the up tilt usage of Hikaru was so good. No re-grab? Yeah. Oh, the jab should kill. Yeah, barely though. Only because of the rage. You know, air dodge now, so it's probably gonna try to F tilt 2-frame, yeah. Barely misses. Hikaru was definitely ready for the side B here. He's ready to back air it out of shield, but the fair being a much better option if someone is like that close, which is really, really good. And I want to just commend Bloom for that because fair is much, much safer than side B, obviously. Fair 3 is what? -5. That's safer than I thought, actually. But using that, you know, allows him to get this good position still. And Hikaru doesn't really have a good out of shield option behind him because DK is so small. That missed? Really? Oh, barely misses. That sucks. I'm surprised they didn't die. How do you live that situation? Just, again, wonderful DI overall by Hikaru. Like, super, super well, like, thought out SDI and DI flowcharts, I feel like. Back air not going to be the sweet spot. DIing down and away is so important versus Bayo, and even a character like DK can get out of the combos in those positions. And that's the guaranteed punish. I also thought Bloom would sometimes go for like more like forward smashes and up smashes and stuff. Beautiful parry. Look at this damage, 42, 55, no double jump on Bayo. A grab will definitely be stock. See? Like, you have to be worried about these percents, you know what I'm saying? But it's scary, right? And this is just the thing that DK has. Like, again, I don't think DK is a particularly great character, but that's the thing about Ultimate is you don't have to be a great character in order to have some really good stuff and to excel, at least sometimes. Like, that's just how the game works. I don't like going back to PS2. I think PS2 is literally DK's best stage. At least go like Me Brawler, where you can also get grab cheese.
Why I like to call the heavy factor. I've talked about it before on stream.
Yeah.
The heavy factor is that it doesn't matter how good your character does on paper or in tier list or whatever, because in tournament, you're going to be scared. I don't want to get grabbed before you die, bro. We might see that right now.
Good, really good point by Fabs overall. I mean, yeah, like, having the really strong punish game of someone like a heavy character like a Donkey Kong is an inherent tournament advantage, even if the character overall isn't that great, and 65... You gotta look up, dude, I look up charts. When I'm playing a character with like a kill confirm thing like this, I will look up charts if I don't already know them. Because I wanna know my percents. And again, there's the witch time, but again, big punish. Not actually as big of a punish as I thought. But either way, 34. Trying to forward air the side B, still at 50. This is another death percent with the rage, this is probably death percent for Bloom. And yeah, it's super hard. It is super hard to punish DK side B. It's like -5, doesn't have a lot of lag. And the parries that Hikaru was getting the entire tournament were actually so good. But not gonna get the combo there, too much rage, and Bloom gets the stock. Like, that's the hard thing is, like, I feel like DK, if he's able to get his, you know, cargo up or ding dong DKO, whatever, often, then the character is absolutely terrifying. But when you miss those windows, he does struggle to kill a little bit if you, don't air dodge like that. There was no reason for Bloom to air dodge there. This should have just been a do nothing, honestly. He didn't even have to air dodge. He could have just done nothing and wait for what Hikaru does. Dive kicked out of the way. Bad air dodge by Bloom. That was like I feel like the worst thing he did all set. I'm pretty sure he also could have continued down being there. 45, you're not dead, are you? Oh, it's gonna be different. Okay, so if you get grabbed on platform, it's extra bad because typically the DKO is you up throw as you land, whereas if you get a grab on the platform, you jump up. So that means that the cargo up throw puts you way higher. So that's going to be a much, much larger percent differential. And that's why that killed. Boo, game 4 loss. I'm gonna go to game 5 because this video's been long enough. So loses on FD. FD is definitely DK's like worst stage because of the lack of platforms, can't DKO basically at all. But then again, he goes to Hollow Bastion, which we talked about against Gluto, even though he didn't get one of the up throw upper kills on Gluto. That doesn't mean that it's not going to be a threat, especially against a fast flyer like Bayonetta. Like, he needs to just advantage him and kill him, and Bloom has been struggling to get early kills in this set, or even like kills off of advantage. Like, Hikaru's always been able to come back. The up tilt back air is not landing. The advantage working right now, but you know, for the most part it hasn't. And again, I feel like not being able to go for those witch times is a big deal. Beautiful avoidance from the down smash. That was crazy. But again, at that percent, you don't get a combo off of Witch Twist, so now Hikaru, as long as he's on the back of Bloom for Eva's shield, can actually be a little bit more aggressive. No jump? Does that 2-frame? What? Does that work? And suddenly 45. This is death percent. Absolutely. 230, dude. This is crazy. That's like this is a mixture of DK being so heavy and Bayo struggling to kill. And again, this is not going to work. But Hikaru's ready to get the air dodge punish because again, he can tell, because he knows his ranges, obviously. He can tell that Bloom is getting a little antsy about it. I don't think DK will work here, which is why Hikaru ends up going for the jab. But then up air, advantage, reads the air dodge. Because Bales in general are pretty antsy when it comes to their air dodge. It's either they're going to air dodge or they're going to dive kick towards center, because that's just, you know, bats is a good option, dive kick is a good option. But he notices that Bloom is a little air dodge happy. This not going to be stock because, again, the wonderful SDI down. SDI down is so important against Bayo because things like that, the final up B just doesn't make. And that's on with DK, the big-ass character DK, and he's still able to get out of these combos. Hikaru's rolls have also been very good throughout the set. Oh, he almost killed him, 16. And again, look at that damage. Reads that, tries to read the air dodge. Reads the roll, but misses a little bit because Bayo's roll kind of sucks. Like, I love going for that counter. The up tilt's trading is hilarious. Or clinking, I guess. Clanking, whatever the word is. Okay, that pivot grab was godlike. That pivot grab was so good. Holy shit. Like Bloom literally goes for a grab, which is kind of unfortunate because like grabs are supposed to clank with each other, but because Bloom does it a little early and pivot grabs are a little slower, the grab actually ends, so that's why Hikaru's pivot grab lands, and then 48% is absolutely going to be death percent, and now Bloom is on his last stock, and Hikaru's at 174, but as we've seen, not a big deal. So again, last stock for both of these players, game 5. But again, like, Bloom has to do so much work and actually advantage or edge guard Gluto correctly, and Bayo's not a character that can do it not with the edge guards, so he has to do it with the edge guards, but he has gotten, like, one edge guard the whole set. And again, Hikaru will take center because he's aware that his center stage and, like, Bloom doesn't want to be in the corner, and he's like, okay, well, I'll be in the center and wait for you, Hikaru will, so it's just good stuff. And again, not going to be that big of a combo. 32 is not that much damage. Misses. He has to go to ledge, and he knows it. But again, gets the center stage. 77 was too high. Maybe he did the combo wrong. I'm not sure. There's YOLO back here. Let's go. And again, unfortunate here because you've seen literally multiple times we've talked about Bloom going for like risky air dodges or like really early air dodges. So he's like, okay, I'm going to wait as long as I possibly can to air dodge or to do something. Because also, I'm pretty sure yeah, Bloom doesn't side B or anything, so he's just like, I have all my resources, I just have to wait, I don't have my double jump. And Hikaru just goes YOLO. YOLO back here. Beautiful, beautiful play overall by Hikaru, understanding positioning and panic options and just like the risk rewards of all these situations, and Hikaru is the victor. Ended up getting third at Ultimate Fighting Arena. He lost to T3-1 and then Gluto in a Game 5 nail-biter in Losers Finals. Wonderful, wonderful play. DK is back on the map, still bottom 10 or 15 because that's how this game is now. Because not every character that gets results is good, because, or rather is top tier or mid tier or high tier, because otherwise every character is mid tier, high tier, and top tier, and people already complain about the space in these tiers, so yeah.
Pikachu busted.